When I was a kid, after a rainstorm, sometimes we'd go outside and play with the worms. Maybe we'd even squish them. But a Saginaw County woman says, don't do that. Worms are our friends. They're important. Joining us in the studio is Sarah Archer. She's from Iris Waste Diversion Specialist, and she brought along her worm bin. Sarah, welcome.
Good morning.
Why are worms our friends? Why are they important?
Well, they're really important to our planet, one, because they help us to keep the planet aerated so water can drain and plants can grow and the roots of plants can get the water that they need and the oxygen that they need. But for me, I love worms because they help me keep my trash waste down. It helps me to keep things from going out in my curbside trash every week. So it's really great. I love them.
They do work when they're in there in your compost bin, right?
They do. They eat all the food that you put into there and help you make some great compost so that you can use those back in your gardens, your flower beds.
They kind of mulch it up, right? They kind of break it all up.
That's right.
They eat it up and then it all comes out. Yes,
it
it
comes out in
does.
a wonderful, high nutritious
That's delightful breakfast conversation, isn't it?
Yes.
So people, might see worms outside on a big rainstorm. You're saying, hey, maybe scoop them up, put them in the mulch bin, right?
Right, absolutely.
Now tell us about this Iris Waste Diversion Specialist. You're going to have a workshop on this.
Yes, I am at Saginaw Township Community Ed on February 28th, and we will be teaching young kids about worms and why they're important, but we're going to be teaching families and adults about how to start an inside worm composting bin, just like what I brought today.
And we're in, we showed this bin, but we never really showed you what's going on inside. Can you see that inside?
Right.
It's basically, what do you got in there?
It basically starts with just shredded newspaper and a pound of worms.
And they'll go at it, and you'll have black soil at one point.
Yep, they sure will. And I've got a
pound of worm. Where do you get a pound of worm? Well, I guess you can get.
I have a local worm farmer in Ann Arbor that I get worms
from. That's what he does. He's a worm farmer.
This is a banana. Let's see if the camera can see. Look at how those worms love that banana. Can you see how the worms?
Oh no, that's gross right there, Sarah.
Yeah, they love it though.
That's a banana with worms all inside.
They love worms. They absolutely, or they love bananas. That's one of their favorites.
There's a guy that has worms at a farm and he makes a living that way?
He has a worm farm in his home as well as in Eaton Rapids, Michigan, just outside of Lansing.
Does he do them for the fishermen and the composting, or just?
Yes, yeah. But mainly for the composting.
Yeah, throw a new banana. Yes. Janet's got an old new banana, right?
Yes.
Compost it up. The worms will love that.
Do all the work.
Mix it up, and you'll have black gold for your garden in the springtime, right?
It's very high in nitrogen, which is wonderful for your gardens.
You are so amazing, Sarah. Thank you for coming this morning and for bringing your worms.
Thank you.
Janet?
Very cool. I'm glad I could contribute there.